Release me from my prison.
Yes, there you are. You may talk now. You may speak.
You may speak now, princess.
You may talk. You may talk.
I'm free!
You're free. You're
Time
free.
to run amok!
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Ugh, if only.
That's how I felt yesterday with the spider being killed. I was in the shower, and then lo and behold, I turned around to get my soap, and I saw this like big ass thing in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I look up, and it was this big spider, and like, you know, like a normal house spider would be fine, right? This one was one of those types of spiders that had like a big ass attached to it, and then like everything else. So I was like, that's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. And if I get bit,
Not a predator.
it's not a predator. And then it started moving, and I was like, no, it's not dead. So I continued that entire shower staring at, and we were staring each other down. It did a stance at me. It was gonna kill me if I got too close to it.
And he looked me.
Quite literally. And then it hid behind like a part of the like shower curtain. I knew it was there because it's a clear shower curtain, but it was like obstructed enough where it's like maybe if we don't stare at each other it'll forget that I'm here, and I'm like no. And then I dropped my soap. I kept dropping my like soap bottle, and I was like, fuck, if this thing like drops on top of me, I'm gonna cry. So I had to climb. I went to move the shower curtain, and it knocked it down a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'm not opening the shower curtain anymore. So I climbed over the toilet to get out of the shower. And then I sent an SOS. I was like, please, there is a monster in the bathroom. And now it's
You're a
dead.
monster hugger.
No.
But that's like the wrong kind of monster.
So I have a black card, right? I have a line. There are only some like driders that I'm like, okay, you can get a little past this. But not spiders. Not a like basically a big ass spider. No. Get some help.
Stop.
I can't.
Get some help.
That would freak me out too much. I wonder if this is fully voiced. No, it isn't. Excellent. Excellent. I gotta lube up my throat.
Oh, yippee, princess.
I was debating eating bread pudding.
With the strawberry
with
cream cheese?
Strawberry cream cheese and sprinkles. Because there's a little bit left.
Right.
And nobody else wanted to eat it, which I don't blame them because it was my first time making it and I wasn't like too psyched up about it, so that was enough of an indication for everybody to be like, maybe we shouldn't eat this.
I mean, for me, a humble brag, my banana bread that I made for the first time turned out fantastic.
You can't fuck up banana bread, I'm not gonna lie.
Shh.
Banana bread always tastes good. Especially with chocolate chips in it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the sauce, and the sauce is really what made it. And I didn't know there was heavy cream in the fridge, or else I would have made the sauce. It's fine. I have to wait for the other half of the bread to go bad because nobody's gonna eat it. Because there's no.
Oh.
Cold cuts.
Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
And I'm not paying money to get cold cuts because there's not enough bread now. But also, I'm gonna be away for like the weekend, so I have to buy food there because it's a potluck. So I'm gonna be making Italian pastina and some cookies. Because good soup. Good soup. But
Good
also,
soup.
I could eat that. If I make a big enough batch, I could eat that soup for like days. voice, and it's delicious every day. That's what I did when I got sick. I ate that soup because it just like knocks the sick out of you, and I ate it for like several days afterwards. Shh, stomach. You don't get to be hungry. Who's talking? Raglan's talking. She's like, Kane, why are you up in the middle of the night?
Why does she sound southern?
You know, there's an AU where they're cowboys.
They're cowboys.
They're cowboys.
Cowboys.
I have to look up every single AU after this because they bring me joy. And Amazing Digital Circus has brought me joy and whimsy that I thought I lost when I was young wee babby.
When I was a young boy. Wait. Did I send you? Maybe. Hold on. I need to
Probably
find it.
have. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold
But
on.
you also
Hold on.
sent
You
me
don't know what I'm
like
referring
50
to.
other things on top of it, so...
Hold on. Hold on. This is something I would have sent you like a while ago. Hold on.
Kane, why are you up in the middle of the night? I don't have that, like... I can only like kind of master the Ragatha voice under very specific circumstances. What the hell did you send me? You're distracting! Oh yeah, you did send me that. That was like the first thing you sent me.
Oh, good.
Oh, goody.
How goody.
Oh, goody.
Yippee.
Ragatha rubbed her not. Yeah, because you know why? Because you were like, it's part of the RP. This is the ringtone that Lilia has. And I was like, that's fucking insane.
Imagine like just the first note is like his message tone. That's the kicker.
The G note, yeah.
Yeah, just a G.
That would like summon everybody in band club. Cater checks his phone, Kaleem checks his phone, like Lilia's like, oh, look at this picture my wife just sent me, and they're like,
ah, this is just another like downwards angle photo of her again.
stop looking at my wife's tits. They're there. Like
I'm sorry.
Where else am I
right
gonna
there.
look? They're right there. I'm sorry. It takes a majority of the photo. It's actually just like the 0.5 of her face.
As it should be.
I just got out of class. Where are you?
This sends the finger tap emoji. Where's my husband? he like calls her and goes, "Psst, I'm in night music club, baby." like Kelly and Kate are like, what you talking about? He like puts his phone down. Taxes.
Ah, shucks.
Ah, shucks.
Cater's like, he's not talking about taxes.
And then he just like whispers, "I love you too, baby." And they're like, "Oh, I love you too."
Where's Arcus?
Where's Arcus's papa? Okay. But I mean, the dad and him would like, you know, go, "Ugh, fine, come here, give me your foreheads."
Yeah, gives them like
stupid
forehead
children.
Kisses, yeah.
Little forehead kisses, and like they're packed with so much
in,
love.
like, such a teasing way too. He'd be like, "Oh, you guys want kisses? And
You want
like,
kisses from Papa?
They're like, actually, wait, I'm really uncomfortable." Like,
Nah, Kaleem would be like, "Yeah, dude, Papa, right here."
just
Lift up his scarf.
Just Cater's uncomfortable. Oh, he wears a hat. I
Cater
think he wears a beanie.
Cater actively covers up his forehead. No thanks, I'm good.
It's fine. Like, oh my god, they're so stupid. They're like Tweedledee
So
and
stupid.
Tweedledummer and Tweedledumbest, like...
Which one is dumbest?
I don't know.
Kalim.
What is this, some kind of amazing digital circus? Yeah, actually. Like, so we immediately started talking about Twist.
Twisted Wonderland.
Twisted Wonderland. Riddle's birthday passed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the Rolo event restarted again.
Ah, I already have his card. Literally, I got it in like the first poll. I'm like, oh, someone's desperate.
Sorry I couldn't make stream yesterday. It's okay. I was drawing for many an hour until I like almost passed out. But I think it's because I didn't eat anything. Oh yeah, and I was left behind. I was abandoned.
I went on an hour walk with my friend and her new dog, and it wore me out. My social battery was dead.
I think everything was dead. It wasn't even your social. You were just tired. You were exhausted.
It's true.
I was like, I didn't even like try messaging you because I was like, you're probably asleep.
Yeah, like at first I fell asleep in my chair. I'm like, oh shit, I got got up. And then I like sat back down. I'm like, oh no. Like, ah, you know what? Like 10 minutes won't hurt, right?
It's the next day.
It's literally like midnight. I'm like, oh shit. Like I woke up in a cold sweat, like, my wife. Dada!
It's okay
Dada!
because the stupid fucking those fucking with the shit, what the hell are they called? The Northern Lights. Those bitches fucked with my internet last night, and I was pissed off about it because I was like, at specifically 11 o'clock is when it started acting up and like dropping like every like 10 minutes, and I was like, alright, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed at this point because it's not worth keep streaming.
Oh no.
Because it just kept disconnecting and I was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything like a ton with the Wi-Fi either. So I was like, this is some external causes that I don't know what's happening, but that's my sign to go to bed. Because I was tired, and I was like, well, my feet hurt a lot. I don't know what else. I don't really want to move. So I was just like drawing out of like, but I was like already out of spoons too. So I was like, it's a quiet stream. Like I'll just blast music and I'm gonna keep drawing my human designs, which, let me tell you, pop the fuck off with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't share them to me?
Well, because I literally went to bed. And I haven't opened the file since.
It's not too late.
It kind of is. This game is full screened.
It won't be too late in about 3 hours.
Yeah, we'll see how fast we get through this. Ragatha rubbed her non-button eye wearily. The cast was gathered in the main hall of the tent, woken by blaring trumpeting of a horn at some ungodly hour, courtesy of none other than Bubble. Next to Ragatha, Jax yawned wide, baring his pointy yellow teeth. Every time he opens his mouth, I get reminded that this is what we draw Ragatha making out with. By we, I mean me.
By we, I mean me consuming content of Funny Bunny.
Pomni also makes out with that, so...
Jax literally has like 2 pretty ladies on his arm. He's like, I'm gonna choose to be a douchebag today.
I don't know how he... like, realistically, he could never pull them, but, like, it's really funny to be like, how did this asshole pull 2 smoking 10s and it's still like this?
Literally. Like, Gangle's like angrily making fan art of it, like, oh, that's stupid.
That's so real. I wish, honestly, they like that anime episode, or that the anime segment of the Amazing Digital Circus went further into it. And it was like Gangle like making her ships happen. Like, I would have enjoyed the shit out of that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, for real. I know. She would have been drawing her and Zooble.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I honestly, I wish I could get a clearer look of what she was drawing on her desk before Zubul, like, interrupted her. I'm very curious as to what was on there. Because I know she's drawn or has made an anime figure of Ragatha that she's a little ashamed of, so I'm very curious. I need to see her room. I need to look inside Gangle's room. I need to know what's in there. For science.
I heard that we will be getting the inside of the others' rooms. We've seen a little preview of we've seen Pomni's, we've seen some of Zubul's, we haven't seen Gangle's, but we should be seeing that pretty soon. We haven't seen Jax's.
Yeah, that's the only one that, like, nobody can get into, because Jax can get into everybody else's room, but nobody can get into his. Which I think says a lot.
Little freak. Sorry, that was an inside thought.
That freak. Oh, the twist noise in the background.
Don't pay attention.
Pay no attention to the chings in the background.
Oh, I have 777 diamonds from finishing up as... Oh, impressive. I've heard that's like the WNBA, but all dudes.
But all men. Rosemary and mint infused with biotin. Saving my hair right now.
Oop.
My hair is so greasy, but I also put so much product into my hair, and I'd rather it be greasy than dry, honestly. Because I know the minute I step outside, it'll dry out. All the moisture will take away my stuff. My goods.
All the moisture gets sucked out of your hair.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had this when I was in, like, Florida, because it probably would have helped. Ugh. He scratched behind his ear and glanced in her direction before glaring up at Kane. Pomni was swaying on the spot, ready to pass out. Hey, let me tell you, the Funny Bunny doll ship thriving right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It really is.
Zubul looked angry. Gangle looked nervous, and Kinger looked like he didn't have a care in the world. Oh, you know, my friend said we were playing games today, and then disappeared forever. Surprise! Confetti burst all over their heads. Today is a very special adventure, or should I say tonight. He laughed heartily at what only he could consider a joke. Ragatha groaned. She had been having such a pleasant dream too. She yawned wide. Can we go back to sleep? No, no, no. Kane wagged his finger. Tonight you will all be going to fuck, I can't read. Tonight you are all going to fuck. Tonight you are all going to be taking part in an adventure I'd like to call the Camping Cabin Conundrum. Oh my god, they're gonna have one bed.
Conundrum is such a word.
Pomni blinked. Why? Because, well, Kane froze in midair. A familiar dial-up tone could be heard. It was several seconds before he snapped out of it. I'm sorry, Pomni. Did you say something? The jester sighed. Forget it. You were saying, Kane? Yes, of course! Kane nodded his denture head. I like that people like draw him with the little fangs.
Me too. Like, I noticed that. I'm like, oh, so this person has taste?
Correct.
Excellent.
So your mission on this adventure is to journey through the deep, dark woods with your teammates. You must take care to avoid difficult obstacles and other deterrents to find the abandoned cabin. Oh my god, everything fell out of my book. No!
The noise is maxed out. Ugh.
To find the abandoned cabin. He spoke the last two words with a deafening echo and reverberated off the tent walls. Oh man, I wish I had a voice changer.
God, Frollo still freaks me out to this day.
Yeah, because he's like a freak.
More than like a freak, he is a freak.
I was trying to be nice.
I'm
too nice to everybody. Even if he doesn't even if he doesn't deserve it, that's the word.
I don't know, dog. He did a lot of not good things.
Oh, I know. like, poorly fucking my daughter.
Oh! I don't have a hey yo.
Not the vine boom.
or
Insane. Insane.
when Naish came around.
Quite literally.
Like, wow.
Like, life is worth living again.
How suddenly.
Poor Kira. I torture her. It's fun.
Oh, I mean, you can't torture Trinity anymore. She's retired.
Yeah, she's married. She has like 7 kids. Like
7?
Well,
Where'd the other 3 come
I
from?
don't know, I lost count.
4?
She actually has 3 kids. They're thinking about another one.
That's true.
Well, actually, that's not true because like the other 3 is basically Desomnia.
That's... yeah.
So yeah, she does have like 7 kids, basically.
Yeah, she got a daughter-in-law slash niece. Don't think too hard about it.
Yeah. It's not her
Don't worry,
family.
we're not home.
It's not her family she's marrying into, so it's fine.
Exactly.
It's like the found family she's marrying into. It just what happens about proximity, so it just happens.
It just happened. Like, hold on, I need to go back into that in the references.
Whoever makes it to the cabin first wins a prize. But be warned, the road there will be filled with tricks, twists, and turns, and of course friendly NPCs to guide you along the way.
Do we at least get a map?
Kane chuckled. Nope!
So, is this part of the conundrum?
You'll find out soon enough, my dear Ragatha. Kane winked at her before he began jostling them all toward the tent's entrance. Come on now! That was you? What the fuck? Why are you vine booming me?
No, that was Kane, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Come on now, we need to start while the stars are in the sky. This isn't a real sky. Jack grumbled, his yellow eyes narrowed at Kane. You can make it nighttime anytime you want. Why not just let us at least get some sleep first? Now where's the fun in that? Anyway, go off you go. He pushed them all through the tent flap.
Go off.
Just like fucking like zoomed out like that. They landed on a pile of cold ground and poor Gangle on the bottom, her mask shattered instantly. Behind them, the tent disappeared into thin air and the grounds transformed into a vast expanse of wooded terrain. A lone tent stood by an unlit campfire. Stars twinkled in an aqua and purple sky. Trees loomed large above them, casting dark shadows in the glow of the moon. Somewhere overhead, an owl hooted loudly. Well, isn't this just great? Jack spoke through gritted teeth. He stood up first, dusting himself off. Ragatha clutched her arms. It's freezing. You'd think Kane would have left us something warm to wear. Yeah, well,
No.
that's Kane for you. Come on, let's get this over with. They started down the only path they could see, surrounded by darkness and under a soundtrack of croaking frogs and buzzing insects. If they didn't know where they were trapped in a digital world, it would be extremely convincing. The path wove along a steep cliff. The path wove along a steep cliff face before disappearing into the densely wooded forest. This is stupid. Zuba offered their opinion as always. I like how
love
Zoopal
you,
has like
Zoopal.
a little like bat wing. Does they always have one?
Not always. They like mix and match some of the parts, and I think in episode 5 they had the Batwing.
Oh, that's so cute. I like that.
I like the little fleur-de-lis that they've got poking out on the outside of their head.
I like the dark. It's soothing. Jack scoffed. Sure, that's great for you, Kinger. The rest of us would rather be sleeping. It won't be too bad. Ragatha tried to remain upbeat. At least we're all together, right? Speak for yourself. Where's Gangle?
Let's just get through this.
Pomni mumbled as she spoke, looking around nervously.
I hate it out here. It's creepy.
Scared of the dark, newbie? Jax flashed her a menacing grin. Gonna freak out if you get separated from the rest of us? Gee, you better hope that doesn't accidentally happen. Cute Jax like pushing
Get
Pomni
your
off
ass.
a cliff.
Jax, when I get you.
Jax, lay off her! Oh, here we go. Miss Goody Two-Shoes has to chime in and defend her new buddy. Yes, I am defending her. Leave her alone! Oh, please, why don't you butt out for once in a while? You always stick your cotton-filled head in other people's business. Maybe I wouldn't have to if you'd just be nicer. There's no reason for you to be a jerk all the time. What's your issue with me, huh?
Guys, come on. Let's just get
My
going.
Gangle.
I love Gangle. My issue?
I love my Gangle.
It's called being a good person. I know the concept is new to you. All you do is nag people, you know that? What good are you anyway? When was the last time you were off at any... When the last time you were off any use to... What the fuck? Oh, not off. God damn, I can't read!
Oh, okay. I can't read either.
When was the last time you were of any use to anyone on any of these stupid adventures? Ragatha stared at him wide-eyed, the hurt evident on her face. You're just awful! A single tear threatening to fall. It's like, it was like a 180, like, target locked. Jack stepped closer, glaring down at Ragatha. There was no remorse in his eyes. How is this a... This is what I mean! If this was Funny Bunny, it would be going totally different. Like...
Like, he'd probably end up, like, going, ooh, you scared? You need a hand to hold?
And she's
Or
like,
something
yeah,
like
what
that.
if I do? Like...
Yeah, what if I do? Asshole!
It would be like, it's that, like, bullying type of flirting they always have, and I'm like, ugh, ugh. But also, like, Ragatha's, like, way too sensitive to take that type of, like, dynamic, so I understand why this is happening the way it is. But I'm also like, god damn it!
Yeah, instead of bullying, what is it? Bullying flirting, it's literally bullying making cry. Ah, shit.
Yeah, he's like, ah, fuck! That's not what I meant, except I
Make
did
it
mean
cry
it. Like,
I didn't want her to cry, even though I wanted her to, but...
It's like, I'm just pushing these buttons, and, you know, it just so happens to be the wrong button every time. You know what,
Darn it,
Dolly?
Jax, you striked again.
I really don't care if... He stopped short, his ears twitched, and he glanced in both directions. Did you hear that? They'd all know. They'll notice the rumble growing louder in their ears and the sudden shaking of the ground beneath their feet. What's happening? The ground shook harder. Ragatha found it. It was becoming difficult to stand upright. The world around her was growing blurry. Then they heard a loud crack, and the earth splintered beneath them. Oh! Ragatha wobbled. The ground that she and Jax were standing on started to break away from the others, slowly crumbling down the cliffside. Oh, it's one of those. This is the trope that's happening. Okay.
Get put in the talking hole!
Get separated from your party, so you have to like each other.
Ah.
Guys, look out!
Gangle shouted, pointing with her ribbon arm. It was too late. Ragatha was already falling. She couldn't keep her footing. She and Jax were going to fall to the bottom of the cliff. Her mittened hands grasped uselessly at the cliffside as she fell. She closed her eye and braced for the impact when she felt strong arms wrap around her. Jax had grabbed her, holding her tightly as they both plummeted to the ground below. Ragatha slowly opened her eye. Well, he could have strong arms for being a twink.
You know what? You're right. You're
They're
right.
just not
I'm sorry to
buff.
all twinks. That's true. I don't know. My local twink could probably lift more than me.
Probably, considering that you couldn't even, like, throw me into the pool. Yeah.
I didn't try to throw you.
No, you did. After I threw you.
Yeah, you threw me into the pool.
Exactly, and it was funny.
That's mean.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna go cry out of my non-button eye.
Don't use my own favorite ship dynamic against me.
You use it first.
I didn't, though. I'm just an asshole. There's nothing more to me, so stop looking.
Oh. Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh
Chaos.
my god. You know, there was a in the video that I was editing, there was a line that I wrote that was like, "Oh yeah, my character my character grew up as an only child, so she never like felt the need to be an asshole just for comedy. And while I was an only child, I always felt like there was a need to be an asshole for comedy, because I grew up with my cousins who were basically my siblings, because we used to live like right up the block from each other before they moved. So I basically grew up with a sibling, and we fought all the time.
I mean, okay, really quick. I'm sorry to divulge again from your bunny doll, but so my brother, he stuffed me into a sleeping bag, swung me around, and threw me onto the couch. I thought that was a game.
Yeah, I mean,
but then again, I was like 5.
that's what I would do. We had a hammock in our backyard, and I would like close myself up like a banana and then start swinging myself. And I used to do it to my cousin until she hit her head on the floor.
Oh. She should have been more careful and watching where she was going.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah. No, she should
Not
have
your
been paying
fault.
attention. Oh, that's
Oh
awful.
my god.
Oh my god.
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you did have, like, blood siblings, like, terrorizing you every day.
It's great. It's great. It's great. Oh no, why do I have a notification in this Discord chat? What's happening? Oh,
It's not me.
Somebody add everyone. Okay, that's fine.
That's rude.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to play this bunny doll game. The air was now still and silent, the rumbling gone. She squinted in the dark, trying to get an idea of where she was, but all she saw and felt was purple fur. She was lying on top of Jax. You know what? Here's the thing. People can't pick a lane when it comes to, like, Jax, like, his physicality, because I don't know if they ever, like, described the texture of Jax at all, but, like, he looks way too smooth. He looks like he's Gumby. Like, I don't know if he has fur, but everybody writes him with fur. Like, if they pet him, he would feel like a stuffed animal, and I don't think he has fur.
He doesn't look fuzzy enough, like, in the show, at least,
fuzzy at
right?
all. Like Ragatha, I know she's a plush doll because she has stitching on her that insinuates the fact that she's a plush. But Jax, I don't know what the fuck he is. I think he's just a stretchy doll.
As soon as you said Gumby, I'm like, oh my god, I can see it.
Yeah, he's like Gumby, yeah.
He's Gumby, and like the way he moves too is very like metal wires
Very
inside of
Gumby,
a little squishy thing with flour.
Betty Spaghetti, like... Nobody
Loopsy
felt
looking ass.
this way. I don't know about Lala Loopsy, but nobody felt this way about like the Mount Ragians from Trolls 3. They didn't go, oh yeah, they have soft hair. No, we all knew that was plastic, alright? Pick a lane, guys. I'm all for furry Jax, but I need the proof first. Like, if you're like, and this is my headcanon, then I'd be like, okay, cool, I can get behind this because it's a good headcanon. I like the idea that he's a little fluffy. Not that I think they can feel anything, but...
Like, what if it's that, like, minky, that really, really...
like a short
like,
hair, yeah.
fine. Yeah.
But like fur? I don't know.
Fur, no.
I don't know. But
Like, in my humble opinion, no.
I think what bothers me about it is that he has like no stitching whatsoever, so I don't think he's like a plush toy.
There's no way he's a plush toy.
So he can't even have minky fur, because that would require you to be a plush doll. Like
That's
like
true.
the way I know that Pomni is one of those little clown porcelain dolls. I know that's what she is. Because I wanted one so bad as a kid. I was really into vintage dolls. But like she's a little clown, she's a little jester porcelain doll. That is what she is.
Wait, oh my god. I thought of something. Instead of like a straight up porcelain doll, what about those little like angel tree toppers?
That's so funny.
Wait, I think I may have to make a separate one.
You're like, let me make this other one now.
I'm gonna have two. Gee, Mom, how come
Twisted
Mama, you
Wonderland.
have two Twisted Wonderland?
Oh my god, I have this
Leave
little.
my Twisted Wonderland sounds alone.
It's because I can hear it. Oh, she was laying on top of Jax. I didn't read that part. That's when
You
she
did.
remembered how he grabbed her just as they were falling. Jax! She felt his arms tighten around her as he groaned. Ow. Jax lay flat on his back while Ragatha was held securely against his chest. She'd never even touched the ground. Jax had completely broken her fall. Are you okay? Ragatha craned her neck to look at him, worry reflected in her eye. I've been better. Dude, the backgrounds are so pretty.
I want to art like that.
I know,
the heck?
right? I want a fucking art like that.
Can I art like that maybe someday?
I have to do studies like really bad. We'll see.
Study collab together.
Study collab. It's not. You're not learning if it's a collaboration. You have to do it from scratch.
It's fine. It's fine. We can take the same class together. It's fine. It's fine.
Take the same class. You're insane. I love how I can hear every individual click. How close are you holding that to your face?
It's not near my face. How can you hear that? Leave my Twisted Wonderland alone.
Regular. It's mostly because it's high pitched enough where I'm gonna point it out every time I hear it. Like it's like a silent dog whistle. I hear it and it bothers me.
Lowered it. You can't hear it now, can you?
Unless you hold it up to your face to read.
Leave me and my failing eyes alone.
Oh, I knew it was close to your face!
Stop!
Stop!
Stop it! Stop it, Ron. Stop.
Ragla pulled away from him and looked around. There were no signs of a fractured cliffside. Why do I read like the sentence stops at the edge of the chat box, which is not how that works. In fact, the entire landscape wow, around them had somehow changed. There was no cliff above them, no sign of others, just two identical paths leading straight into the woods. One pointing left and the other pointing right, as if they had been there the entire time. Jack sat up with a grunt and groaned again, rubbing his back. Are you sure you're okay? I told you I'm fine. Stop nagging me. Stop nagging me, woman. You always
Stop nagging me, woman.
You broke my fall. Ragatha peered at him shyly. No, I didn't.
I believe you just nut on her.
He literally went, no. Like he wasn't under her. Not but 2 minutes ago.
Every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top.
Jax's face was tinged with pink at her assumption. At assumption? Ragatha noticed, but she knew better than to point that out. But you grabbed me. You didn't have to. Yeah, well, how'd you know I wasn't trying to use you as my pillow to break my fall? You're about as soft as one.
Is that so,
Well,
pretty boy?
Thank you, either way. Ragatha rolled her eye. Thank you, pretty boy? Jesus. She stood and held her hand out to help pull him up. Jax, this is the only way this wouldn't become like very Pomni-centric, is by getting rid of her entirely.
That's true.
Because Ragatha would be like, oh, Pomni! Oh my goodness, Pomni, are you okay? Immediately forget that Jax was there.
Like, literally shoves Jax over to help Pomni up. Like, are you okay, my darling, precious little jester?
Quite literally. It's kind of hilarious, actually.
Like, get shat on, rabbit boy.
Jax brushed her off and stood on shaky legs. Whatever, Rags. He looked around. So what now? Where'd the others go? Ragatha sighed. No idea. The grounds have totally changed. And now, I know Kane told us the map would be useless. Or a map. I can't read. Great. Just when we needed an unstable landscape. Jax rolled his eyes. Ragatha stared up into the sky. At least it's beautiful out here. How often do we get to see sight like this? Typical Ragatha, trying to make the best of a lousy situation. Oh, come on, Jax. Maybe it won't be so bad. We just have to think positive. You want me to be positive, Dollface? Okay, I'm positive I hate this adventure. Jax? No, really, I do. Can you at least try to act like you care about something or anyone? She still felt the sting of his earlier words, but she refused to take them too much to heart. She wasn't useless. She shook her head. Come on. Let's start walking. Jax looked between both paths before glancing back at her. Which way? They look exactly the same. Well, one goes right and one goes left. Left? Why left? First thing I thought of. Can't argue with that logic. Lead the way, doll. This is so cute. Jax walked side by side with Ragatha down the path. He didn't say much, just quietly listened to Rags as Rags went on, chatting enough for the both of them. She rambled about how beautiful the sky looked, how she liked going camping back in her real life, and a whole bunch of stuff he didn't care to give an opinion on. It'd been awkward enough when he grabbed her as they fell. Now he was trying to keep his distance. He didn't care what she thought about why he did it. He grabbed her so he would have had something soft to land on. Yeah, that was it. Not because he was suddenly strangely worried about her. Not because he was afraid she'd get crushed by falling debris as they plummeted toward the bottom of the cliff. Nope. Not the reasons. Certainly not because he immediately felt guilty for saying that she was useless earlier, or for the hurt he caused her in the hurt he caused in her expression that she tried to fail to mask. What do you think, Jax? Ragus' voice broke through his hazy thoughts, pulling him back to the present. Huh? I asked if you needed to stop to take a break. She stared at him through... Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. Oh,
you made my nose itch. How dare you?
I'm having like an allergic reaction to existing.
An allergic reaction to Jax actually showing care.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is weird. Never had this before.
What's this?
Is
that the Grim Reaper?
The Grim Reaper! She stared at him in her typical concerned Ragatha way. It drove him crazy. I bet it does. He wondered if it bothered him so much. Yeah, he wondered if it bothered him so much because he hated it or because he didn't know how to process the fact that someone actually cared about him. He didn't want to think about it. You know what? I don't know if it was either of those reasons, but... Oh my god,
Yeah, I don't know, Jaxie boy.
No. Jack shook his head. It feels like there's a hair in my eye. I want to die. I'm fine. Jeez. Let's just keep going. I told you. I want to get this over with. Oh my god. Fuck. Hair in my eye. Go away. Ragatha wrung her hands together. Jax knew it was one of her nervous tells. One she did when she didn't quite know what to say. I'm sorry. It's just you seem distracted. I thought maybe... Well... As usual, you thought wrong. Let's go. The words came out harsher than he'd intended them to. Oh, okay. No! Get back!
Poor darling.
Oh, that's me as fucked up. She looked away from him and kept walking. Jax watched as she moved at a much faster pace, like she was trying to keep ahead of him. She had that hurt look on her face again, and the look he hated, like he said the wrong thing and he should feel guilty about it. He despised when she... Wow, the social cues are really hitting him.
A little late.
Who did she think she was? She didn't know him, no matter how much she thought she did. She had no right to make him feel guilty. So why did he actually feel guilty about it now? Ragatha... He called after her. By now, she was a good 10 feet ahead of him. Will you slow down? You said you want to get this over with, so let's get this over with. She didn't look over her shoulder. You know what I meant. Will you stop? She ignored him. Now Jax was starting to get angry. He growled her name. Rags! It's not a good idea for this far apart. Then move faster. Don't be smart. Jax paused. He heard it before he felt it, a low rumble, followed by a soft shaking of the ground beneath him. His eyes widened as he realized it was going to happen again. Ragatha, stop! She turned to face him, her hands on her hips. She's so sassy. What is it now? The ground jolted, her eye widened in fear. The sound of rumbling filled the air. Jax didn't think. He ran forward and grabbed her just as the ground buckled. Ooh. Yeah! He swung her into his arms as they lost footing. The earth shifted and they were brought backward, the ground in front of them stretching into a giant wave of earth. Ragatha clung to him as they moved with it. Jax had to shout over the rumbling, "Hang on!" It seemed like forever until it stopped. Ooh, she's so little. Jax and Ragatha crouched down and huddled low as gravel and sand washed over them. The grounds had shifted them back into the woods and away from the path. Oh my god, why am I so itchy? Oh shit.
What happened?
I didn't have my hand on the mouse. Jax didn't stand up until the shaking had stopped. Is it over? Ragatha whispered, her face hidden against his fur. He could feel her heart hammering against her chest. She's scared, Jax thought to himself. tiny part of him softened at the thought. I think so. He lowered her carefully to the ground. You okay? Ragtha made a show of brushing off her dress, her cheeks flushed pink. She replied without looking at him. I'm fine, thanks. Are you? He nodded. Yeah, I'm good, Rags. Ragtha gave him a half-hearted smile. At least it was better than her icing him out, which was the direction this had likely been heading had he not protected her once again. Why did he feel the need to keep doing that? I think... Oh, Jax, look! Jax turned his head to where Ragatha was pointing. There, maybe a quarter of a mile away ahead of them, was a cabin. They'd somehow made it. Jax frowned. Just like that, all of a sudden we're right there? Something didn't feel right. It was too easy. Let's go! Ragatha sounded excited. Maybe the others are already there. Maybe the others are already there. If not, at least we can wait for them and be done with this silly adventure. Something feels off. How did that cabin just appear there? The ground moved, sure, but not that much. Ragatha paused. I'm not sure, but it's there, Jax. Let's at least go check it out. Jax sighed. Fine. No more running ahead of me. Stick by my side this time. Ragatha gave him a tiny smile. You worried about me? No, it's just I can't afford to have you wander off and get separated. Then I'll have to come find you. It'd be a huge waste of my time. Ragatha laughed. Okay, Jax. I get it. You made your point. Jax huffed. Good, let's go. If only Jax had listened to his gut. They'd been walking for nearly a half an hour, yet the cabin remained at the same distance away. It was like they were chasing a mirage. He paused. Ragatha, this is wrong. Wrong? She looked at him. He nodded, looking around. Yeah, I don't think it's the real cabin. It's gotta be one of Kane's tricks, part of his dumb adventure. Haven't you noticed that we haven't gotten any closer no matter how far we walked? Understanding dawned the doll's face. She closed her eye and sighed. You're right, Jax. She would never say that. She spoke softly.
Well, maybe you're not fasting walk enough?
Fasting walk enough?
Fasting walk?
Me when I don't fast walk.
And I don't fasting walk.
You were right the entire time. You said something didn't feel right when we saw the cabin the first time, and I didn't listen to you. I should have. She looked beyond disappointed and embarrassed. Jax actually felt bad. He shrugged, trying to lessen her shame. Whatever, Rags, no biggie. Ragatha looked at him. You sure do have a good sense of things. Were you very outdoorsy in another life? In your other life? Fuck. I guess. It's nothing special. It is. You saved me twice and you made a good call about the cabin. If it weren't for you, I'd probably be leading us in circles. Maybe. I guess what I'm saying is, if there were anyone to be separated from the rest of the group with, I'm glad I got separated with you. Jax stared at her smiling face. Ragatha was staring up at him so sweetly, so innocently, so proudly, that it made his head hurt. Not his heart, shit. I was jumping ahead of that. And his stomach felt weird. Even after he treated her so poorly, she still found it in her heart to be kind to him. He wasn't used to getting that treatment from anyone, let alone her. It was more than he deserved.
Agree.
So, where to- what?
It's more than he deserved. I agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I agree.
So where to now, Jax? Ragatha asked, oblivious to the fact that she'd rendered him speechless. He shook his head and snapped out of it. He needed to focus. Glancing around them, he saw a path leading back out of the woods and away from the fake cabin where it veered off to the right. He wasn't sure why, but he had a good feeling about that path. This way, follow me. Ragatha observed. Wow, my lisp. Ragatha observed Jax curiously. He really did seem to have a keen sense of direction. She watched as he paused every so often like he was listening. He never let her wander ahead of him, preferring that to stay exactly by her side or just a little bit ahead of her. She didn't blame him for not trusting her. She hadn't been much help during the adventure so far. Jax had saved her twice and prevented them from wasting crucial time chasing a mirage. She had gladly decided to take a step back this time and let him lead. They soon approached another fork in the road, identical to the first one they'd encountered. Let's go right this time. He glanced around. This looks like the same one we were at before. How can you be so sure? It's the same background. Gut feeling. Also, he reached over her head and plucked something from a low-hanging branch. A strand of your yarn got caught. We've been here before. Oh! Ragatha stared at the bright red strand of her hair and giggled. Well, you're right again. Come on, Dollface. He took the right-hand path. They quickly realized that this direction was vastly different from the path on the left. Where the trees were lush and green, these trees were barren and dry, and though they'd been scorched by fire... My nose feels the same way. It was colder here, too. The temperature had dropped significantly in a matter of minutes. As the path went on, the bramble and branches on either side seemed to close them in. It was hard to walk side by side in these conditions, so Ragatha followed Jax's lead and kept the steady pace behind him. She hugged... I gotta take an allergy pill, this is insane. She hugged herself, trying to ward off the cold. Jax! Ragatha couldn't disguise the nervousness in her voice. She felt increasingly uneasy as they walked. It wasn't like they hadn't been on frightening adventures before, but something about this place was unsettling.
Do you feel like we're being watched, or is it just me?
Jax glanced over his shoulder. You feel that way?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling that way too.
I wonder where the others are. Maybe they've already reached the... Ow!
Ragatha felt something pinch into her fabric from her right arm. She looked down at her in alarm and saw that a thorn on a nearby branch had snagged her. Stuffing was threatening to spill from the torn fabric. Jax whipped around, his eyes darting from her face to her hurt arm. What happened? What happened? He gingerly took her by the elbow and inspected her arm. Oh fuck, not a Jax. A thorn snagged me. She wished she had an emergency sewing kit. She could fix this up in no time, but at least until they made it back to the tent, Kane would reset her body. Jax blinked at her, and his golden eyes searching her face. You okay?
I think so.
It's no big deal. Oh.
It's no big deal. I could fix it when we get back, or Kane can anyway.
Ragatha felt the intensity of Jax's stare pouring into hers. She couldn't exactly read him, couldn't pinpoint what he was thinking, but the look he was giving her was one that she'd never seen before. It was almost like worry. Jax must have realized it. He blinked rapidly and diverted his gaze, releasing his grip on her arm. Good, let's go. He turned away from her. Ragatha stared at him, more confused than ever. She could have sworn she felt something there, some strange spark at his touch and the look in his eyes. The feelings were coming too quickly, and she was too confused to process them. You coming, Rags? Jax looked over his shoulder and Ragatha blinked.
Sorry, I'm coming. Hey, Jax?
Jax had begun walking again. Ragatha's words were lost in her throat. Suddenly she had no idea what she wanted to say to him, and the urge to say something was overwhelming her. Even if it was an apology for feeling useless on this journey, or so far, she just couldn't shake the look he had given her. The sound of a branch snapping in half made them both halt. Jax froze. His pupils shrunk to the small as he listened. Ragatha pulled closer, or he pulled Ragatha closer to him and stood as still as a statue, then whispered, "Someone's here." What? Shh. She barely had time to register what Jax had said when a creature emerged from behind the wide tree trunk. Oh, a mischievous little wolf.
Mischievous little wolf!
It was a fox, or at least an NPC that was made to look like one.
Oh, never mind, it's a fox.
It doesn't look like a fox. But...
I guess foxes can... like that.
They could
Oh,
be
looks more like a wolf.
mischievous and a little large.
Slightly large because of all the mischief in its body.
Yeah. The strange thing about him was his fur. He resembled the charred and spiked tree branches. Oh my god, does this guy catch on fire? What if it's a fire fox? I'll kill myself.
Oh my god! Wait, that'd be so funny.
No wonder they hadn't seen him. He was perfect. Oh, what if they have a pet? They get a pet fox? Oh, that'd be so fun. First adopted child. He stared at Ragatha and Jax with narrow... It kind of looks like Jax. His narrow yellow eyes and a curved smile. Ragatha heard Jax growl low in his throat. Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, mark
Why
your
is
territory.
Jax the one growling?
Oh,
Hello?
This does look like a fox now. Hello, humans.
I see it.
The fox's spiked, bushy tail swung back and forth. He paced in front of Ragatha and Jax, never taking his eye off of them. It made Ragatha nervous. She felt like prey. Ragatha noticed how Jax was once again standing in front of her, and it was almost like he was shielding her from the NPC's view. But that couldn't be it. Why would he do something like that? She was silly for thinking such a thing. Then again...
Oh, Ragatha.
Oh, Ragatha. He'd been protecting her this entire time, whether or not he wanted to admit it. Maybe there was some truth in her speculation after all. Who are you? Jax balled his hands into fists. I'm Thorn. The fox eyed Ragatha up and down and made the ragdoll shiver. Sorry about that, by the way. He gestured to the gash in Ragatha's arm. You walked right into me. What? Ragatha looked from Thorn to Jax in alarm. So that was your fault? You did that to her? It was an accident. It's not often people come through here. I wanted to get a closer look at you. You got 5 seconds to get lost. Jax's voice was low and dangerous.
Ooh.
We've got a cabin to find. Come on, Rags. I know where the cabin is. I'm here to help point you in the right direction. Ragatha responded a little too eagerly. You do? Where is it? Will you show us? Sure I will. The trees shifted behind them, revealing a sturdy-looking log cabin, barely 50 feet away. There was no denying that was the real thing. It stood dark and silent, like it had been waiting for them the whole time. Finally! Jax pulled Ragatha by hand, and he started sprinting towards the cabin. Come on, let's get out of here.
No mouth.
Jax, wait! Immediately, thorn bushes sprouted from the ground in front of them, blocking their way. The trees began to shift and close on them, effectively trapping them within the tiny clearing and cut the cabin from view. Oh my god, Elsa! The wind howled and swirled in a blast of frosty air, knocking the two of them into sharp brambles. Jax yelped and cursed. Ragatha felt another tear, this time in her leg. She inhaled sharply at the sudden pain. Jax, are you okay? Ragatha winced as she carefully detangled herself from the branches. Jax grit his teeth as he plucked a thorn from his leg. Yeah, are you? I'm fine.
She says, as she has more fluffing.
She's like literally
stuffing.
coming undone. Like, the fox smiled wider. Eager, huh?
Guess he needs to learn how to sew.
There's so much art of him sewing Ragatha's back shut, and it's my favorite thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it won't be that easy. There's a catch.
Jax pulled a spiked branch from his fur. A catch? What's that supposed to mean?
Has Kane not told you what the purpose of this adventure is?
Thorin's tail swung slowly as he spoke. He told us the usual, which was nonsense, followed by general instructions that could apply to anything. Thorin shook his head.
Oh, this'll be entertaining one. Have a seat.
We prefer to stand. Rumbling filled the air. The clearing shrank even more, trapping them closer together.
It'll be easier if you listen. Sit.
Jax. Come on, let's get this over with. Jax grumbled but gave in nonetheless. They sat together in the middle of the clearing.
This adventure isn't about finding your way back to the cabin.
Thorin narrowed his eyes.
It involves becoming closer to the people you're on the adventure with. Mending broken or damaged camaraderies, finding common ground, teamwork. Only when this is achieved will the cabin be accessible to you.
There was an awkward pause. Then Jax laughed bitterly. I'm not doing this. He stood and backed away, looking around with something akin to fear in his eyes. He paced like a caged animal, trying to find a way out of the thick bramble surrounding them. Jax, please. Don't freak out. It's not that big of a deal from what it sounds like. She stood too. This is stupid, Ragatha. Another pointless, ridiculous adventure. I'm tired of this. I know, but we need to get back to the cabin. No, we don't. Jax! Ragatha wanted to scream. She was tired, cold, and now she was annoyed too. She stomped her foot in frustration. Now wasn't the time for one of Jax's difficult spells. What now? You really can't handle working cooperatively with someone, even if it means getting through the adventure quickly? Am I that much of a burden to you to deal with that you won't even try? I never said that. There was a growl in Jax's voice. Then why won't you try? Jax looked away from her. He was breathing heavily and his pupils shrunk down to tiny black dots. Strangely, as she watched Jax, Ragatha could feel her eyelid getting heavy. She was overcome with sudden exhaustion, wanting nothing more than to lie down. She swayed on the spot. Oh, it's almost like she's bleeding, the equivalent of bleeding out currently.
Yeah, Jax.
Jax must have noticed that his frantic pacing stopped. He looked at her curiously. Hey, Ragatha, what's wrong with you? I feel so tired. She spoke softly, the annoyance in her voice ebbing away, only to be replaced by a dreamy whisper. It's really cold here. She staggered in place. Jax rushed forward and steadied her. She felt her mind going numb, like she didn't have a care in the world. Ragatha? Jax shook her. Jax shook her! Hey, snap out of it!
Wake up!
Let me sleep. Stop it. She pushed uselessly as his hands holding her. What's wrong with you? We can't sleep here. Jax frowned. Then something clicked. He looked at the fox. Hey, what's wrong with her?
It probably has something to do with the thorns she snagged herself on.
What? Jax looked at Ragatha. She was smiling serenely at him, a peaceful calm all over her face. Sorry I'm not much help, Jax. She yawned wide. You did say I was useless. I guess you were right. Jax shook his head hard. Ragatha, forget what I said, okay? I didn't mean it. You're not useless. Ragatha closed her eye and opened it slowly. I'm a useless ragdoll, and you're right. I need to stop nagging people. Jax looked at Thorn. Make this stop!
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I'm just here to guide you in the right direction.
Thorn said calmly.
I can't do much more than that.
Why is this happening?
Well, I was going to explain. You've both obviously got some issues to work out with each other. Or at least Kane thinks so.
Issues? Jax felt his heart pound as Ragatha went limp in his arms. What issues?
Also, the cabin won't appear until you do. The woods won't clear either.
Once she falls asleep.
Once she falls asleep.
I got sent a meme. Pickleball.
Oh,
It's
What
pickleball. It's pickleball, but instead of like the sport, it's pickles going to a ball.
wait, can you send that to me, please?
That's so funny. I'm gonna text it to you. That's
Hell yeah.
so funny. Where the ease? Where the ease? Why can't I have big butt? How dare you send me lizard?
You haven't opened that yet?
No.
I sent that to you like 4 days ago, I think.
It said the 23rd, so a little bit more than that.
Oh my god. My wife doesn't even check my texts.
Well, I probably didn't get the notification, I'm not gonna lie. And my phone like
You keep telling yourself that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I know. Like, my phone has been doing the same thing. I had to try doing like a password reset for like this place that I go to get my eyebrows threaded, and it literally took like 20 minutes to get one of the verification codes. Not to my phone, to my email. And I'm like, what is this? Aaron, what is this?
Aaron, what is this? Drake, where's the door?
Where's the door? Peter, what is this?
Peter, there's a horse in here.
The horse is in here. I don't know, Lois, I'm scared.
And once she falls asleep, your girlfriend here won't wake up. You'll have to leave her in the woods.
What? Jax looked at the thorn in horror, like he finally understood what he said.
You'll figure it out.
What?
What?
Thorn backed away into the bramble. He disappeared almost instantly camouflaged.
Just make sure to do it quickly. The sleeping spell is pretty potent.
Wait! She's not my girlfriend!
She's not my girlfriend. I need to clarify that before you go.
Before you leave. Jax called after him. Why isn't it happening to me? I snagged myself too.
She's the useless one, remember? You said it yourself. You apparently don't need her.
Oh, I see. This is psychological torture.
Something's wrong with me psychologically.
The sound of Thorn's feet sprinting away over the twigs as he leaves, the last thing Jax heard before the silence. Oh man, I hope he feels super guilty now. Rags?
Yeah, nerd. Feel guilt.
Jax stared down at her lying in his arms. She stared blankly at the starry sky, at the dark sky. Her eye lidded and heavy. Hey, stay awake. I'm trying. I'm really tired. Jax glanced at the rips of her fabric. Stuffing had started to fall out. Maybe he's right. Maybe you should just leave me here and finish the adventure without me. Can come find me when this is over. I'm not doing that. Don't even say that. What use have I been to you since this whole adventure began? Raktha closed her eye briefly. I really am useless. Bro, they need to stop writing me. Raktha, I didn't mean that, okay? Stop saying that. But it's true. No, it isn't. Jax, stop it. Jax was breathing hard now. He looked from side to side. There was nowhere to go except straight into the sharp, thick brambles. He'd never felt more trapped in his life. He felt defeated. Instead, he sat in the middle of the clearing and held Ragatha tightly against his chest, rocking slowly. "Stay awake," he said, again firmly. "I don't care how you do it, just stay awake."
It'll be okay.
Ragatha sighed, blinking up at him slowly.
It's just a game, Jax. All of this is a silly game. Even if I technically lose this adventure, Kane will set me right in it, and I'll be there for the next one.
Jax knew she was right. They couldn't die here. So then why did he feel like he was losing here? Why did it feel like she was permanently slipping away from him? Why did it feel like his chest was constricting to the point that he couldn't breathe because you're having an anxiety attack, brother?
Panic attack.
Panic attack. He would not allow this. They were ending the adventure together, or he was going to stay here until Kane came to collect them both. He was not abandoning her here. "I'm sorry about what I said to you." Jax's voice came out soft. "I'm sorry, Ragatha." Jax swiped at his stinging eyes. He refused to cry.
I know you didn't mean it, or even if you did, I still forgive you.
"I'm also sorry for the way I act." Ragatha smiled at him.
It's okay.
"It's not, though. Why is Jax the sane one right now?"
If I knew the answer, I would tell you.
"You're the only one in this place who ever gives me the benefit of the doubt. Only you." Well, hold on now.
That's debatable, my friend.
What do I do to thank you for it? And what do I do to thank you for it?
You saved me quite a bit today. That counts for something.
She lifted her hand and gently cupped his cheek. "Oh, boy, howdy."
Oh, baby.
"Oh, baby, a tribble."
Trip?
"Oh, baby, a tribble." What the hell is this? "Oh, the turtles!" "Oh!" She lifted her hand and gently cupped his cheek.
I'm sorry I'm always on your case, Jax. I really can be a nag, I know.
Jack chuckled nervously. "If you can stay awake for me, I promise you can nag me as much as you want." Ragatha laughed, and maybe it was his imagination, but Jax thought she sounded stronger, less drowsy.
Deal.
She grimaced as more stuffing spilled from her torn fabric. Jack stared at her wounds. "Does it hurt?"
A little, yeah. If I had something to wrap it, it might help.
Jax looked around, and there had to be something he could do. Jack's Boy Scout era. He had tried to find something he could use, but all he saw were thorny branches surrounding them. Fisha hated the stupid sharp things after today. Then an idea clicked. He gently laid Ragatha on the ground. "Give me 1 sec, Rags. Stay awake."
Okay.
He snapped one of the branches off the surrounding bushes, careful not to snag himself. Then, using one of the larger thorns as a sort of blade, he tore into the pant leg of his overalls and ripped off 2 long strips of fabric. That was not the direction I was thinking that would go, but you know what? Good on you, Jax. They were jagged.
That's pretty sweet of him.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that he was gonna like make a needle and like produce some thread, you know, and then like sew her closed. But like this is also cute.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Little tourniquets.
Yeah,
Not an
yeah.
issue.
But hopefully they would do the trick. He hurried back to Ragatha and started to wrap her wounds nice and tight, the fabric acting as a tourniquet to stop more stuffing from spilling out.
Look at me go. I remembered the word tourniquet.
What did you do?
Finally made some use out of these stupid-looking overalls. He looked over at his handiwork until he was satisfied before pulling her back into his arms. He adjusted her so her head was slumped against his shoulder. He wrapped his arms tightly around her when he felt her shiver in the cold.
You tore up your clothes?
Sure did.
Why?
Don't ask stupid questions in this cold-ass weather. though he was smiling.
Jax?
Yeah?
Thank you.
Ragatha felt Jax hug her tighter. Her mind went hazy, but she didn't feel anywhere near as sleepy as she had a few moments ago. In fact, she felt as though her sense was getting sharper again. She rubbed her cheek against Jax's shoulder. He was soft and warm, and she felt safe here, sitting with him like... sitting like this? Whatever. She felt like nothing could harm her as long as he held her. She didn't want to give up that feeling. The adventure was weighing on her, and she was exhausted, mentally, physically, and now emotionally. Are you feeling any better? Jax asked softly. Ragatha nodded.
Yeah, I am.
You still feel like you're gonna pass out on me?
Not as much.
She laughed, feeling Jax exhale. It was a couple more minutes before he spoke up again. Do you want me to let you go? He whispered as if like he was afraid of her answer. Ragatha shook her head. In a tiny voice she said,
Please don't.
At her words, she felt his heart pound. Finding the strength in her arms again, she used them to clutch around his neck. Then I won't. Ragatha looked up into Jax's eyes. They were big and dark, staring right back at her. His mouth was slightly open.
Jax?
Before she knew what was happening, Ragatha leaned in and pressed a soft kiss to his lips.
Ooh!
She heard Jax's breath catch. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. Nervous she may have made him uncomfortable and embarrassed that she just went for it. She started to pull away. Oh, maybe they think he has fur because of all the times he like jumped in surprise for something, and he like, you know, the hair, like the quote,
Oh,
unquote
yeah, you have the little,
hairs.
like, you know?
Yeah, like a cat. Yeah.
That's all I could use to explain it is the
Yeah, pretty much. Jax yanked her back into him, pressing their lips more firmly together.
How smoochy of them.
They're being very smoochy kissy right now.
They're being a little, dare I say, affectionate.
Ragatha squeaked in surprise before she tightened her grip around him, moving her arms to lock around his neck.
Ooh.
Ragatha's head was spinning as she kissed him. He was warm, and his lips were surprisingly soft and gentle as they moved against hers. All the strength that seemed to have been drained from her was slowly filling her once more, warming her like the heat of the sun from inside out. When they finally broke apart, what felt like ages, Ragatha was out of breath. Panting, she stared at Jax, who was looking back at her with large dark eyes and a dazed expression on his face, like he'd never seen her before.
Jax?
Ragatha spoke softly, not letting go of his neck. Jax cut her off with another kiss, this one more insistent than the first. Ragatha sighed happily, holding him tighter.
He said, no, don't talk. You'll ruin the moment.
Do not speak. It was the shaking of the ground that finally forced them apart. They heard the familiar rumble and felt movement beneath them. Jax held Ragatha close, bracing for another shift. Ragatha clung to him and shut her eye. Then, just as quickly as it started, the rumbling stopped. Ragatha peered over Jax's shoulder and gasped, "Jax, the cabin!" Jax whipped around, and sure enough, the path to the cabin was clear. The bramble and thorn bushes had separated, leaving a perfect path to the front door. There was even a cobblestone walkway. Is this a trick?
I don't think it is.
Only one way to find out. He stood up straight, Ragatha still secure in his arms.
Jax?
Yeah? What the fuck? I feel a lot stronger. Why is she blurred out? I don't know.
Why is she pixelated? Like mid-transition, just blur.
Yeah. You don't have
to carry me if you don't want to. Ragatha tried not to let it show on her face just how much she actually wanted him to. I'm not
Can't see her face.
I know, I can't tell her expression. I'm not opposed to holding you, you know. You're light and you're soft, kind of warm too now. Now that I've heated you up a bit. Ragatha laughed. Good. You're also very warm. Jax leaned his forward. Oh, they're being cute. Oh!
Makes me ill.
Oh! Oh. The big
Trying to
sleep.
give you diabetes.
Hello, hi Shay. I did not look. I love you, Shay. Just lightly enough that they brush together. Sorry, I'm very distracted by this. They're like such a guilty pleasure. It's so bad. I love when they like fight and then they make up. It's so great. It's so good.
Fike, make out. Fike,
Fike.
fike,
Fike.
fike,
Fike.
make out,
Ficus.
makeup.
A ficus. A ficus.
Oh, a ficus would be nice.
Jax leaned his forehead against Ragatha's just lightly enough that they brushed together. Ragatha's heart beat quickly. She held him around his neck and closed her eye at the soft contact. Then he walked them to the cabin. Jax had never felt such relief. The fear that consumed him just moments prior had taken a lot out of him mentally and strangely enough emotionally. So much conflicting feelings were happening at once.
I wonder why, Jaxie
Never
boy.
felt like prey before, and I think that has to change. That followed by the
Can make
relief
that
that
happen.
Ragatha was going. I can make that happen. Is that what you just fucking said?
No.
That she wasn't going to fall into some bizarre unconscious state. He felt like he needed to lie down and properly digest it all. Then the kiss. The damn kiss. There was actually kisses, but you know, we'll get to that.
Little pieces.
Jax had a lot to think about. She had kissed him, she had initiated it after everything he's done to her, after all the hell he's put her through. She found it in her heart to forgive him enough to kiss him. Forgiveness? Alright, guys. Like, drive me crazy here. He wanted to kiss her again. In fact, he planned on it. But first thing they needed to do was get out of this mess and get back to the circus. Then he'd have plenty of time to work through these feelings and hopefully kiss her a whole lot more.
Ooh.
When they reached the cabin,
Got the toys.
Jax grabbed the doorknob and gave it a twist. Locked. You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? There's got to be a key somewhere. Here, let me help search. She gestured to the ground. Jax held her firm. I've got you, remember? Anything to keep holding her. Now that he had her, he didn't want to let her go. Just another one of the many new feelings that seemed to have taken over his brain. He's having like hormonal thoughts.
God, I can't believe he's going through his teenage hormones.
Yeah.
Not again.
He barely left it. He's like 22. He's like barely left it.
That's true. He's still going through until like 25.
Yeah, pretty much. She smiled, giving him a little squeeze. I'm okay, I promise. You can carry me through the portal later if you want. Jax couldn't help his grin. Deal. He gently let her down. He watched as Ragatha searched diligently in the grass in front of the little cabin. She even turned over a couple of rocks, hoping the key was stashed beneath one of them. Then she decided to walk around the perimeter of the structure. Jax followed closely, not wanting her out of his sight. They had no luck. No key could be found anywhere. Eventually, they found themselves facing the front door again, unsure of what to do next. Well, this is certainly frustrating. No surprise. Not surprised Kane finds this exciting.
That crazy idiot is probably watching from wherever the heck he sits and enjoying every second. Of course, he's like, my novella's on. Like,
Quick, Bubble, get the popcorn. My novella is on.
my novella's on.
And Bubble's like, oh boy, sexually frustrated adults.
I hope they have a beep, 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 beep session.
Since when could you do that?
Why do you swear now? You should throw a fucking beach party.
You should kill yourself. You should throw a fucking beach party.
Which is insane, by the way.
I think Bubble said I think you should die, but like I took it as you should kill yourself. Bubbles the bad thought.
Kill yourself.
Bubbles the bad touch, bad touch, bad touch. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
There's gotta be another way. Maybe we can pick the lock. You ever thought about punching the window? Mayhaps?
Excuse me.
Ragatha tapped her chin with her finger. With her finger. If only we had...
Like a finger.
Oh! What's up? I know what we can try. Ragatha clapped her hands together excitedly. Jax watched Ragatha run over to one of the thorn bushes. Carefully, she selected the largest and longest thorn she could find and snapped it clean off the branch. It was roughly the size of a sewing needle and nearly as thin as one. This will do. Ragatha held the thorn in front of her face and nodded. She inserted it into the keyhole and moved it around a bit. That's not how that works, but... She's like halfway
sure, if
there.
you want to make a skeleton key.
Cartoon logic.
Amateurs.
Jax narrowed his eyes. Are you sure this is going to... To his amazement, there was a tiny click. Jax stared wide-eyed as Ragatha tested the lock again and the door swung open. Oh! Ragatha laughed. It worked! Jax was stunned into silence, as if Rags couldn't surprise him anymore. Here she was picking locks. Yeah, that was the last person I would expect to pick a lock, I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit.
Rags.
I mean, he has keys to everyone's room. He doesn't need to,
right? Like,
lockpick.
he goes, oh, right, I have the key.
Oh, right, I have the key to Zubal's room.
I thought I was the one who had the keys to everywhere. Yet, here you are, showing me up. Ragatha blushed and shrugged. It's nothing. How did you know that would work? I may or may not have used one of my many sewing needles to explore some of Kane's locked rooms in the past. I have so many questions.
Question mark?
Jax took her hand. I like that insinuation. But first, let's get the beep out of here. Well, actually, no. They don't beep. They get like boink or something like that.
Wait. I have a. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Okay. But first, let's get the.
Let's get the quack out of here.
God damn it. They walked over the threshold into their new home. They're married. Ew. That was... Oh my god. The fact that my brain did not read that correctly at all.
Could always mean piranhas. What did you read that as?
So forget the P and like see there is a U instead. The interior was set up like a classic summer camp cabin with bunk beds against one wall and a little table and chairs on the other side. Light filtered through the dusty window and spiderwebs covered every corner of the crevice. Jax and Ragatha both looked around. What now? No idea. Jax shrugged, still holding Ragatha's hand. Zuba's gonna be like, "You're holding hands!
Ah, you freaks!
Straight people!" Jack's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
we're both
look at
bisexual."
Don't make fun of my bisexual girlfriend like that. And our other bisexual girlfriend who's not quite ready for that conversation.
Our bisexual third, and Pominy's like, we're not even dating!
They both have the t-shirts pointing like our third. Pominy's like, I'm
that.
not with them.
I love that. I love that meme so much.
The back of her shirt says, I am.
Don't listen to what I say.
Don't listen to what I say, I'm an unreliable narrator.
Oh my god. Didn't Kane say something about whoever makes it back first wins a prize? Maybe the others already made it back. We haven't seen them since the whole thing started. Don't you find that odd? Yeah, kinda. Ragatha shivered. It's creepy in here. I wish the portal would open up already so we could leave. Kane! Jax called into the air above them, but nothing happened. Ugh. Jax groaned, scrubbing his free hand over his face. Fantastic. I'm sure there's a way. We'll just have to... Excellent job, my campfire s'mores! You made it!
Campfire s'mores.
I'm glad I
Wait, that's
read that
actually really
fast enough.
cute.
Well, because he always says shit like that.
He does. But like, that one sounds cute.
Campfire s'mores, yeah. Kane's booming
I wanna
voice
be a campfire
echoed all
s'more.
around them as though the magnified 10 times over. Ragatha jumped and grabbed Jax by the arm. What the? Congratulations on being the first ones back to the cabin! They looked at each other. Jax didn't understand how they could be the first. It seemed as though the adventure had gone on forever. Surely the others had made it back sooner than them. Hey, listen, if I was stuck on a team with Gangle, I don't know if I'd ever figure it out. Please stand by. The portal will be with you shortly. There was a sound like a microphone being turned off and the cabin was silent once again. So, do we just wait? Ragatha peered up at Jax. Yeah, I guess so. An awkward silence fell between them.
You wanna kiss again?
They're like, you wanna make out? Like, I can so see that happening.
Like the portal opens, everyone's staring like,
Gangle's like, straight people!
so we mama!
Where's my drawing pad? Where's my drawing pad? We have to get the Tommy gun!
It's so feral!
Jax took Ragatha's other hand in his. Hey, Rags. Yes? Jax searched her face. Don't ever call yourself useless again, okay? Ragatha opened her mouth like she was going to say something. She was definitely expecting the, hey, you want to make out?
Like, to be fair, that's what we were expecting.
Hey, but that's like coming from a shipper. Like,
It's coming from not someone who ships it full time, but like will enjoy it on the side when you share it with me.
you're like, I'm not a full-time bunny doll, but I'm here. I'm here for it.
I'm in support. I'm just not like at the parades, you know?
Playing in the movie theater, and I just so happened to be here, and it was free, you know?
Right, exactly.
She blinked at him and nodded, smiling softly. Okay. I know it's my fault for saying it in the first place, but I'm an idiot. Jack shrugged his shoulders. I'm sorry. Ragatha gave his hands a gentle squeeze. I appreciate that, Jax. Hey, Rags. Yes, Jax? Can I kiss you again? Yeah! Let's fucking go!
There it is!
There it is! He did it! He said it!
There it is! There it is! There it is!
His heart pounded in his chest. This was a risky question. As far as he was concerned, he's actually a little terrified she might say no. Instead, to his immense relief, Ragatha laughed. Yes, please.
Ooh.
He goes,
She said please?
Sweet mama.
Wee mama. Come here, lover boy.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
That's so fucking funny. It's my favorite fucking thing. It's my favorite vocal stem.
This and a
Hello,
sig.
boys. Hell, this and a sig.
Giuseppe, you're gonna fall over.
They both
I need to find that again.
If you can, you must sift through your thousands of memes that you send me.
Oh, no. I have it in my save. What are you making, Amori Gishan?
Ooh. Oh,
The chocolate man.
the chocolate man.
Chocolate man!
They both moved at once. Jax, wow, not Jack, god damn it. Jax
Whoa.
fuck. Jax wrapped his arms around her. I'm excited about this, can't you tell? And Dragatha did the same,
I can't.
tilting her head up to meet his lips. Jax kissed her like his life depended on it. Her lips were soft and sweet and moved against his, and then the door swings open and Pomni's like, "Street people!"
Street people!
He tightened his hold on her and afraid to let go. In all the touch-starved loneliness he'd felt over however many years he'd been trapped in this digital nightmare, he never could have expected to feel what he was feeling in that instant. He just as his hands moved in her hair, Jax felt a swooping sensation. It was as though all of a sudden he was floating. His body felt weightless. Only when his back collided with something hard, Ragatha falling on top of him, did he finally come to his senses and open his eyes. Oh, me win. He was face to face with Ragatha. She was staring down at him, wide eyes, but beyond her, he saw the vibrant colors of the circus tent. What the fuck?
Oh my god, it was Zubo!
It was Zubo. Oh my god. What the fuck?
You did that very well. How do you put this?
Oh, thank you. Zubo's
You're
voice
welcome,
was
Kid.
loud in his ears.
Oh my goodness. Why were they kissing?
They
Gangle,
were kissing!
They were kissing.
Gangle whispered, not very softly at all. I think he was giving her mouth to mouth.
No, they
Yeah.
were definitely making out.
Gross.
Yuck.
Jack sat up abruptly. He looked around, breathing hard. They were back in the circus somehow. He didn't even remember the portal opening. Ragatha was still perched on his lap. She looked around at all the others, observing them, her face as red as her hair.
Oh. Hi, everyone.
Welcome back, Jackson Ragatha! Congratulations on completing the adventure! Ragatha stood up quickly, flattening her skirt and avoiding meeting anyone's eyes. Jax pulled himself from the floor and stood up by her side. I'm so proud of you both for using teamwork and sportsmanship to successfully make it back to the cabin. The whole purpose of the adventure was to strengthen friendships and bonds. I must say I'm proud of myself for this one.
Yeah,
A bond
be
was
so
sure
proud of yourself,
strengthened.
Kane. Yeah, they sure were, dude.
Where were the rest of you? Jax finally spoke, glaring at all of them. Zuba rolled their eyes. We were here!
What are you talking about? You were all with us before we got separated and the ground moved for the first time?
Yeah, as soon as that happened, the portal opened back up and Kane forced us to come back through.
Kane,
Kane was like, my novella is on.
my novella is on.
We've been back at the circus the whole time waiting for you two.
What?
Ragatha and Jax looked at Kane confused. My novella was on. The ringleader looked at them sheepishly. Well, yes, Zubal's right. You better have a good explanation for this, Kane. I'm talking real good excuse. Well, to be honest, out of everyone here, you and Ragatha were the two most in dire need of a good lesson in teamwork. Kane's over-the-top enthusiasm was present as ever. And it worked! I'll say it worked. Zooble snicker. Me and Zooble. Me and Zooble. Everybody's got me. Zooble's got me. Jax glanced at Ragatha. She had the faintest blush dusting her cheeks. If it weren't for the others all standing around gawking at like they were some sort of spectacle, he would have grabbed her and kissed her and picked her up right where they left off. Ragatha met his gaze and gave him the tiniest smile. Then he felt her soft hand grasping his. Tightening around his palm, Jax froze. Giggles like, oh, they're doing it! Yeah. Ragatha said softly, addressing the room but staring only at Jax. It definitely worked. She turned to face him and took his other hand in hers. Oh, Braggs! Ah! Not making like half of the room uncomfortable. Giggles like, they're kissing! They're kissing! Then she leaned up and kissed him, ignoring the gasps and groans and mumbles of those around them.
That hurt.
Jax melted against her, pulling her closer to him, and his hand slipped around her waist.
Ooh.
Suddenly, he didn't care so much about the other staring. Not that he had Ragatha. Not when he had Ragatha in her arms. Sometime later, the grounds were as quiet as Jax and Ragatha made their way to the shore by the digital lake. The air was calm and still, the sun low in the sky, while the moon had just started to appear above the rim of the mountains in the distance. They held hands as they walked, this new practice something neither of them could ever get enough of, but fell into an easy routine with. Jax gave Ragatha's hand a squeeze. She looked up at him and smiled. When they reached the shoreline, Ragatha spread out the blanket she'd been carrying under her other arm. They sat down together in the grass, Ragatha leaning heavily against Jax's side, while the rabbit wrapped his arm around her back. After a while, he spoke. So, this whole thing, us. Ragatha hummed as she felt the comfort of his warmth lulling her into a drowsy state. She'd spent so much time in his arms as of late, it was hard existing normally when she wasn't. You happy? Jax glanced at her. With me, I mean. Ragatha laughed. Don't be silly. Of course I am. She hesitated, then in a much smaller voice asked him, Are you happy with me? Do I really need to answer that one? Jax rolled his eyes. You asked first! Ragatha laughed softly and nuzzled his side. Jax leaned down and pressed a kiss on her forehead. I've got you, Ragatha. Always will. In fact, I think I always have. Oh, that's so cute! Ragatha stared up.
Wait, that's really sweet. What the fuck?
Ragatha stared up into his searching eyes. They were filled with an affection she'd only ever caught in the faintest glimpses of in the past, as though it had been always there all along but hidden just below the surface. She sighed happily, just as a relief she hadn't felt in forever washed over her. Ew! She's so cute. If they were forced to live forever in this place, as long as they had each other, maybe forever didn't seem like such a bad thing. Not anymore, at least. I've got you too, Jax. Always. Except when Ribbit extracted, I must admit that was a flaw in my plan. I am so sorry.
Imagine that actually being part of the visual novel.
And he's like, oh my god, Ragatha, stop.
Like, screaming, stop it.
It's like, we literally started dating. You cannot. Jax leaned his head until it rested on top of hers. Together they watched the stars come out one by one. And that's all roads lead to you. That's so cute.
Wait, that's very cute.
I know, that was really wholesome. I really like that. Oh, there we go. That aw, nuts.
Wets.
Well, that was All Roads Lead to You by Bean and Berry. Hey, I need to send them an ass and be like, hey, thanks for that. Oh, that was some good food, guys. Yeah, right? Oh, not from that account. Oh my god, I hate that. Maybe I'll send it anonymously, so it'll just be a nice thing.
Just a little thank you. A little anonymous.
A little
Thanks.
thanks. Did I say making? Like, hold on. I gotta think about how to make this. Who wrote this? Did you write this? Yes, you wrote this. Wait. Yes. Okay. Thank you for writing. Okay.
Who broke it?
Who wrote it? Because, like, I could thank whoever did the art, but, like, that's one thing. But, like, thank you for writing this. Okay. Thank you for writing bunny doll is not. It made me very happy. Very happy. You'd be very happy. There you go. Heart.
Oh my god, the little semicolon. Ooh, semicolon.
Yeah, because I don't get emojis. So